Welcome to Quinta House Interior Design. Discover timeless interiors. In the heart of Paris, hidden behind elegant stone facades and quiet tree-lined streets, stands an apartment that feels suspended between centuries. This home is not simply a place to live, but a living art museum where classic Parisian beauty meets the imagination of the future. Every room glows with cinematic warmth, while soft reflections and delicate Bokeh lighting create an atmosphere that feels almost unreal. The apartment captures the romance of old Paris while introducing a visionary approach to modern living. The journey begins outside the building, where aged limestone walls shimmer softly beneath golden evening light. Wrought-iron balconies curve gracefully above tall arched windows, each detail carrying the charm of 19th-century Paris. Rain-polished cobblestones reflect the city lights like scattered jewels, while antique lanterns cast a dreamy glow across the entrance. The exterior feels timeless, almost theatrical, as if every visitor is stepping into a forgotten cinematic masterpiece hidden within the city. As the heavy wooden doors open, the atmosphere immediately changes. The entrance hall welcomes visitors with marble floors, intricate ceiling moldings, and softly diffused lighting that creates a subtle Bokeh effect in every direction. Antique mirrors framed in gold reflect layers of light across the walls, making the space feel larger and more ethereal. The scent of aged wood and polished stone adds depth to the sensory experience, introducing the apartment like the opening scene of an elegant European film. The living room feels less like a traditional lounge and more like an immersive art installation. Oversized vintage windows allow soft daylight to pour across velvet furniture and sculptural decor pieces. Warm lighting dances across textured walls, creating glowing highlights that blur gently into the background. Ornamental ceiling medallions and carved wall panels preserve the apartment's classical heritage, while futuristic furniture silhouettes introduce a bold contrast. The room becomes a conversation between history and innovation. Every piece of furniture tells its own story. Antique Parisian cabinets stand beside contemporary curved sofas upholstered in rich velvet fabrics. Brass detailing glimmers softly under ambient light, while smoked glass tables reflect the room like liquid mirrors. The combination feels intentional and artistic, transforming everyday furniture into collectible design pieces. The apartment never abandons its vintage roots, yet every object feels reinterpreted for a future generation that values emotion, craftsmanship, and timeless beauty. Connecting the rooms is a long gallery-like corridor lined with curated artwork and sculptural lighting. Classical oil paintings hang beside modern abstract installations, blending centuries of artistic expression into one seamless visual experience. Soft wall sconces create glowing halos around each artwork, producing dreamy reflections that resemble floating light particles. Walking through the hallway feels like wandering through a private museum designed not for crowds, but for intimate contemplation and inspiration. The dining room radiates warmth and intimacy. A crystal chandelier hangs dramatically above a long marble table, its reflections sparkling like blurred stars against the dark ceiling. Vintage dining chairs upholstered in muted velvet tones surround the table, while ornate wall moldings frame the space with refined elegance. Candlelight flickers gently against mirrored surfaces, creating layers of depth and softness. The room feels designed for long conversations, fine wine, and evenings that stretch endlessly into the night. The kitchen combines classical architecture with futuristic simplicity. Traditional Parisian cabinetry with decorative moldings is paired with sleek integrated appliances hidden behind handcrafted panels. Marble countertops glow under warm pendant lighting, while brushed brass fixtures add a subtle sense of luxury. Open shelving displays ceramic objects like gallery pieces rather than everyday kitchenware. Even functional spaces inside the apartment feel curated with artistic precision, turning routine moments into beautiful rituals. What truly makes this apartment extraordinary are the ornamental details hidden throughout the home. Delicate plaster moldings wrap around ceilings like sculpted lace, while carved wooden doors reveal generations of craftsmanship. Decorative fireplaces stand proudly in nearly every room, adorned with antique mirrors and carefully selected art objects. Even the smallest details, brass handles, textured fabrics, crystal accents, contribute to the dreamlike atmosphere. Nothing feels accidental. Every ornament becomes part of the visual storytelling. The bedroom feels calm, poetic, and deeply intimate. Soft linen curtains diffuse the city lights into a gentle glow, creating a subtle bokeh effect that transforms the room at night. The bed is layered with rich textiles in warm neutral tones, while vintage bedside lamps cast golden reflections across the walls. Ornamental ceiling details draw the eye upward, making the room feel grand despite its softness. It becomes a sanctuary where vintage romance meets futuristic serenity. Inside the bathroom, polished marble surfaces reflect light like still water. Large antique mirrors create endless visual depth, while soft concealed lighting adds a modern touch without disturbing the historical character of the space. Brass fixtures age beautifully against pale stone textures, enhancing the apartment's timeless elegance. The atmosphere feels closer to a boutique luxury spa than a residential bathroom, offering a quiet retreat hidden inside the heart of Paris. Near one of the tall windows sits a small reading corner filled with soft textures and warm ambient light. A vintage armchair rests beside a sculptural floor lamp, while shelves overflow with art books and collected objects from different eras. During sunset, the fading light creates blurred reflections across the room, giving the space a cinematic softness. It feels like the perfect corner for reflection, creativity, and escaping into another world for a few peaceful hours. One of the apartment's most unforgettable qualities is its relationship with light. During the day, natural sunlight filters through sheer curtains and reflects across antique mirrors. At night, LED lighting creates glowing highlights that blur gently into dreamy Bokeh patterns. Shadows move softly across textured walls, emphasizing the depth of every ornamental detail. The apartment feels alive because the lighting continuously transforms the atmosphere from morning to midnight. This apartment succeeds because it never chooses between old and new. Instead, it allows both worlds to exist together harmoniously. Historic Parisian architecture provides emotional depth and authenticity, while futuristic design elements introduce clarity and modern sophistication. The result feels neither nostalgic nor overly contemporary. It becomes a timeless living environment where memory, artistry, and innovation coexist beautifully under one roof. Beyond aesthetics, the apartment evokes emotion through every detail. The textures, lighting, and carefully curated objects create a feeling of comfort mixed with wonder. Each room tells a story without words, inviting visitors to slow down and experience beauty more intentionally. Unlike minimalist modern interiors that often feel cold, this apartment embraces warmth, imperfection, and layered history. It reminds us that truly memorable spaces are those that make us feel something deeply human. As night falls, the apartment reveals another layer of magic. Through the tall French windows, the city lights of Paris shimmer softly against the dark sky. Reflections from nearby cafes and passing cars create glowing patterns across the interior walls, enhancing the dreamlike atmosphere. The apartment no longer feels connected to ordinary reality. Instead, it becomes a floating sanctuary of light, art, and timeless elegance above the romantic streets below. This classic Parisian apartment is more than a beautifully designed home. It is a vision of how historic architecture can evolve gracefully into the future without losing its soul. Through vintage textures, ornamental craftsmanship, cinematic lighting, and artistic curation. The apartment transforms daily life into an immersive visual experience. It captures the spirit of old Paris while imagining a softer, warmer, and more poetic future. A future where every home feels like a living work of art.